Hello, welcome back to part 3 of the Kinetico diagnosis video. Again, it's the same valve. In the previous ones we looked at level 1 and the fault spot was in there. So the next thing is we're going to have a look at the bottom end, and that's where the majority of the faults are. So welcome back, and we're going to take off the level 1 and level 2 which we've looked at previously, and then we go into levels 3, 4 and 5. I'll just do a bit quick explanation about everything, and we can work out what does what. So in the level 3 we have a little nozzle just here which creates a venturi. So as the water goes to your tank to create the brine, when these pistons change position, it also draws it up, and then these pistons will direct it into either tank 1 or tank 2. The larger two of the connectors on level 3 is for the discharge, so the effluent of the brine containing the calcium and magnesium which it's removed will go out through this down into a drain in solution. Level 4 and 5 have the control valves in, and also the quad seals and the pistons. Now if you open up your machine and you see these blue seals or O-rings, if we just zoom in on them, you can see you've got the little grooves on them. That's because they're pushing and pulling within a cylinder, so you need the two seals. If you ever open them up and they've got one on, it's because they're a bit twisted and you'll never get that sort of seal that you need. But the other interesting fact is the replacement seals for these are black. Now what I find in chlorinated water, these blue ones go a bit hard and it doesn't create that seal, and that's one of the problems we have found. So when you do come across little problems, it's always wise, if you're at that stage where you've opened it up, change these and get the black seals. On these pistons you do get the blue seal on that side there as well, and that small seal, if you remember, that would be within that level 4, and it would run up and down in the middle. So I'll show you how to take those off shortly. Again, these affected by chlorine. And the other seal is inside the other end, and they're really difficult to get off, so you will need a tool to do so. And what I've got here is some of the things that I use. You can get like a dental pick, but for the one underneath you've got no chance of getting that off with one of these. So what I would recommend is there's a little set available on Amazon. If you use our Amazon shop, you get a better price for it. I'll put the link below for the Amazon shop with this on there. And with this, you know, it makes it really easy. There's different picks what you can use. So for example, this one, what's so difficult to get off normally, it will snap it straight away, so you can take it off. When you get the replacement one, you just pop that back in. And like this one, if you just squeeze it up, you get your pick underneath and pull it off. And if you want to do the one what's inside these pistons, they just unscrew. You'll see the blue seal is located inside there. You can just ease it out with your pick. Like so. So that set is on the Amazon shop. You need it or you're going to struggle. And if you use like a flat-ended screwdriver on these, you'll end up damaging these quadricles and everything, so don't do that. Got these control valves, got cones on one side and that same seal there, which is a bit fiddly. With these picks again though, it's really easy to take off. Just try and hold them firm, pop it in the top there. Again, just easy to off. When we put these back on, use a bit of silicone grease, put it on and it will go back in. When you're popping them back on with the grease on, I'll try and do it incorrectly. Now if you look, you've got one ridge. We zoom in on that, one ridge, and we need two. So just to rectify it, just ease it round. And then you've got the two, like so. I want to take the cones off, just push it against, give it a slight tug, and they come out. These again, the ones what you replace it with are black. They're a bit better than the blue ones. The blues are affected. If you look closely, you can see how this is wore into it. It's misshaped it. So we just change all those. So working round and changing all these blue seals. This bit is a little gauge. So once you've worked your way around, you've changed these little seals inside, you've changed the cones and seals on the control drain valves and on the pistons. Just make sure this is clean just there. That protects the nozzle and the venturi, and then we can start working reassembling it. And it's just reverse. One little tip: if you find it very difficult to get these seals out of this position there, just drop that into some hot water just to soften it up, and it will give it enough movement to get it off, but you will need that pick. There you go, that's all back together. It can sit back on the base of the top of the first vessel, and you'll just go through your normal commissioning routine with it. Remember, tools available, you can get that from the Amazon shop, and they're very fast. They're like, if you've got Prime, it will deliver overnight. That's it, thanks for watching.